holiday ended here. Finally, we will give it a little bit of refs.
Hello guys, in this part of this video series we will be sandblasting the car. This is the first area we need to work on, and this is a main reason. There is also a rust formation on the opposite side and some local formation all around the car. Sandblasting is really messy procedure. This covering film will protect us from the sand being everywhere, being on every shell, being on every instrument inside the car, etc. For the front line of the car I used fuel tank. I lowered it a little bit, pull protective film behind it and fix it back. For left and right side I use domestic clips. I simply put covering on it and combine two layers of film with some adhesive tape. Second layer will be outside the car. It will stick on the bumper, on the fender, and it provides additional layer of protection, because like I said, this sandblasting procedure is really dirty work. This is my instruments. They are relatively cheap. Additional light source come in handy. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show the process itself, so the next frames will be final result. Surface is not ideal, there's still some rust inside craters, deep inside metal, and for potentially to get rid of rust remains I use tannin based rust converter. Well, most important stuff here is not touch anything, because you will be covered with this shit. Time to install recovered parts back into the car. If you haven't seen, there's previous episodes where I was showing how these details were properly rebuilt. Also, if you put a like into this video, it will help involve more people and be really inspirational motivation. Mm-hmm.
I think we're good. I decided to put some washer here between bushing and the diff because alignment of the bolt was tilted toward the front. This bolt should be tightened with 174 Newton meters. It's almost that my wrench is capable of. Actually, I didn't want it to replace this rods. The original was good enough, but I accidentally broke one, so kind of forced to replace them. Nice. Looks good enough. Probably I should go with it. What else here? Let's check. And I bought this one because this was last bushing on the rear suspension that I haven't changed during this maintenance. So here it is. No, pretty easy. Surprise. Nice.
This is my setup for putting subframe assembly back to the car. With the help of the second guy, we will put the whole assembly on this hydraulic jack stand, and using this creeper cart we will put everything together back to the car.
Another two brand new parts. So these are parking brake cables. Well, of course, something is not okay.
The problem here in rust formation inside metal tube that should guide parking brake cables through the subframe. Well, I spent several hours trying to get rid of all the rust and finally somehow managed to do it. And of course this would be several times easier making it all while subframe was on the table, but honestly this is my mistake.
I somehow managed to put this cable here, and here, and actually I found a difference. They are a little bit different from each other. I don't know, is it supposed to be, but looks like this is supposed to be like that. Look, it's not mistake, there's a different fitting places for that. One is round, second is squared. Okay, I wanna put some sealant here. Here we go. Here we go. Nice. And clamp. Opa. Nice. For now we are done with the parking brakes. Ah no, not done. Last step inside the car. Don't see any brakes. Something not right. because I don't see any parking brakes inside the car. I figure out, guys. Do you see? This is my braking lines, supposed to be here. So my bet is that I should done this job with handbrake down. Yeah, finally both parking brake cables in the place. So let's put screws on it to include it. Finally done with these cables. It was a little bit tricky. Time to install this piece of technology back to the car. Let's try it. Mm-hmm. It's easier. I have something like this. I bet it was here before. Yep. I believe yep. Okay. There was two. Almost по ебалу попало. If you ask me why I am putting grease for all of my bolts, I can show you this one. And I am in a winter environment, and this almost as new, because it's always covered with some oil sheet. How did I end it here? Yes. Time to put our oil inside our diff. Yes, but this one's the last. You see? It's not stopping. It's constantly dripping. So that means we successfully filled our differential with oil. Opa. Oh, we're good for now. I was scared a little bit about sealant because rubber ring wasn't from BMW, it was like just found the similar one. It looked like it. Perfect.
This is my old oil. It's reasonably okay, except of some precipitate at the bottom. Probably it's some small fractions of metal that was used during a lifetime of a car.
Decided to check it without load.
I need to explain what I'm doing here because it's not obvious. To tighten all the bolts that going through the bushing, you need to put a suspension on its working position. Ideal place for that will be garage pit, but I don't have such a luxury here, and because of this I will be jacking one wheel. It's a little bit dangerous and scary because car won't be fully supported by jack stands. Instead, one side will be standing on its own suspension.
Да, это будет долго, блядь. And the hardest part, spring. Wasn't so hard after all. Well, now we need to adjust parking brake, and this procedure is a little bit tricky. You need to find through the hole for wheel bolt, you need to find this little gear and use a screwdriver to split braking pads. So good luck with that. Oh, I feel that now it has some tension. Yep. Let's check it. It's hard. It was 4 clicks. Let's check if we blocked our wheel. Yeah, blocked. Well, and now let's go with most important nut for the wheel assembly. My torque range set to 150 Newton meters, but it's not a spec. Spec I think is really hard, but 150 for beginning, just to check brakes and check that everything is okay. So let me put up the handbrake. Yeah, handbrake is working. $150. I checked the spec for axle nut and it said, and they said it should be 300 Newton meters. But unfortunately I don't have anything that could provide such much of torque. But I have this tool, and I think if I put as much power as I capable, it will provide the approximately needed torque resistance for the axle nut. So let's go. Even more handbrake. I think it's around 300. Not the cleanest, but I think it's pretty tough.
Time to install this half deteriorated heat shield back. Last bolts from my sketch. Life hack: how to put such a big exhaust back to the car alone. Simple rope.
Now I'm gonna try to install the rear part with rubbers, combs, and this one. This one is installed. Almost. Yeah, now it's easier. Forget about the gasket. Oh. Ooh, Congratulations, we're almost done with exhaust. A bit more. More. I think something like that. Finally, we will give it a little bit of revs. It was ages. Perfect sound. Emergency interruption here. I made a mistake. Mistake was that I forgot about caliper and I tightened lower arm and shock absorber without putting into the place caliper. It's supposed to be like that. Opa. Opa. Yep. Caliper itself. I don't need covers right now. Brake pads first. Opa. And covers. Brake pad wear sensor. Should go here. Opa, yeah. We are cool. Yep. We are cool here too. Yep. Now I like it much more better.